Alright, so in this video we are going to be pulling Rusty back into the shop and building a winch bumper for it. And at the end of the video I'm going to surprise my brother and get his reaction. He does not know I'm building him a winch bumper today, so yeah, I'm going to go get his truck in here and start working on it. Before we get started on this project, I wanted to say a huge thank you to the people over at Arccaptin. They sent me out this welder and I've been using the crap out of it. I did the full 3-link on my Blazer with it. I wanted to get a lot of use out of it and play with the settings before I did a review on it. So in this video I'm also going to be showing you guys just how capable this welder is, and I'll have a link so you can go check them out for yourself. So let's get started. So over here, this place is a mess. I need to clean it again, but that's not important. So this is my CAD work here of the winch bumper, roughly. I measured how far it has to come down because the winch actually has to sit underneath the battery a little bit. And I'm gonna have the fair lead sit right here. So it's going to be nice tucked away. I was going to stick it up on top here, but I'd have to off center it and it'd just look weird. And you know, this truck is super pretty, so we gotta keep it that way. So I'm going to build a plate that comes off and kind of angle back like that. So the fair lead will be on this plate, and then it'll have a plate that goes back underneath where it'll sit, and it'll have a support bar running across the frame right there. So yeah, I think that's a pretty solid plan. I'm gonna get the plates cut out and a piece of tubing cut out for the cross brace. I've got some metal over here. This is my metal supply. It's came off of a ramp, so it's all painted and it's got carpet glue on it, but it's all 1/4-inch plate, so I've been using the crap out of this. I got all this stuff for free from a coworker. So I think this plate right here is going to be plenty to build the bridge plate. So I'm going to get some measurements pulled and get those plates cut out, and then I'll give you guys a little bit more of an idea of how this is going to work. Alright, so there's my template. I got the 2 fair lead holes mounted or marked. I need to drill out, and then I need to cut out that bigger circle for the rope to go through. And then I also marked out all the winch holes. So this is going to be the front of the bumper. This is going to bend up, and this is the part that's going to be at an angle. And then this will go on the bottom where the winch will mount, and then it'll have a supporting bar coming across. And then it'll probably have just a little bit of a support on the side as well, just to make sure it's strong. Yeah, so I think this is going to work out pretty good. So I'm going to get those holes drilled, and I'm going to get the plasma cutter out and cut it out. Okay, so I just got the plates cut out, drilled, and I cleaned them up a little bit. So get to welding. So now I'm going to set up the welder and start tacking stuff into place, and then hopefully you guys can see a little bit more of how it's going to work. I still need to cut a piece of tubing for the support, but I think I can get that tacked into place so you can see how it's going to look. This welder here, it can do 110 or 220, gasless MIG. It can do TIG, stick, and they also have an aluminum spool gun attachment for it, which I am definitely going to be picking up because I've always wanted to play around with an aluminum spool gun. So I'll show you what I've got so far. So now you can kind of see my idea a little bit better. Comes down below the bumper. It's still like in line or slightly above the frame right there, so he's not losing any ground clearance here. I mean, his shackles hang out here anyway, so he's not losing much there. It does have a slight angle back, so, and then you can see winch will bolt in here, fairlead right there. And I got to put that brace right back here along the back edge of this to strengthen it up, because when you're pulling with a winch, it's pulling, twisting kind of like that, so it's really trying to pull the back of this plate up. See, on the front of the plate itself needs to be strong, but it also needs some rigidity back here so it doesn't bend the plate from the twisting motion like that. Yeah, I think it's going to work good. I'm going to get the winch and make sure it fits underneath the battery right there. And it's just this piece here that needs to go into the battery, so the winch controller or switch for free spool will still be out here accessible. I just had to do that so that it's centered. But I think it looks pretty good. So I'm going to get that winch test fit and then cut a piece of tube for that back brace and start welding it up. So winch fits in there good. It's going to work good. And I still got enough room to run that support right behind it there. So winch cable is going to come out right there with the fairlead on it. And I did check to make sure that this hole was big enough to where, you know, if you're pulling over here at an angle or something, it's not gonna, the winch cable is not gonna get caught on that. It'll just ride right on the fairlead. So I'm gonna get that piece cut out and stuck in there and tacked into place, and then I'm gonna pull the winch back out and start welding it up. So as you can see, I got that bar put back there. It goes all the way across, just like that. I think I'm just going to leave these gaps here instead of trying to fill them in, because it'll add places for like water and stuff to drain out of, and there's really no point for anything to be there. So show you guys what it looks like when you put a fairlead on it. It's like so, something like that. I think that's gonna work sweet. So I'm gonna get this winch pulled out and start welding it up. I got the winch in there, fair lead on, gave it a quick coat of paint. I mean, the name of his truck's Rusty, but just gave it a quick spray just to make it look good, so get a good reaction out of him, hopefully. Hopefully he likes it. I think it turned out pretty good. It's super tucked away. You can barely even tell it's there, really. So I think it turned out pretty good, and his radiator's still open for airflow, so yeah, so now I just gotta wait for him to get off of work, and then we can get his reaction of the winch bumper I installed on his truck. So yeah, hopefully he likes it. Hopefully he's excited that he's finally got a winch on there. So yeah. All right, my brother just got home from work, so let's see what he thinks of this thing.
Dang. That's pretty sick. I like how like deep down it is in there, like it's like so out of the way.
Yeah, well, it had to go underneath the battery a little bit to be centered. So
yeah, it's nice because it doesn't cover the radiator like a lot.
Yeah, and that's what I was thinking too. It's nice and low.
Dude, that's
but
cool.
It's not like down low enough like where it's gonna be in the way or anything.
Dude, I love it. That's sick. That's clean.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, now I got a winch. Woo.
Yeah, and then it's got the
Sweet.
2 wireless and the wired controller.
That's the wired one.
So
Heck yeah. That's awesome.
approved.
It's good.
It's good.
I like it.
Yeah, hopefully it's stout.
Yeah.
So should be. I could only get 3 bolts in there because one of the nuts was missing. So this one doesn't have one, so we'll have to get one of those little square nuts that go into there to get that 4th bolt in there. But
cool. Heck yeah.
Yeah. Sweet.
That's awesome.
Well, it's kind of windy out here, so hopefully you guys can hear me okay. But June 3rd in Manti, Utah, there's going to be a car show called Ratfink. The Blazer's gonna be there. Rusty might be there, and then some vehicles you haven't seen on the channel. I don't know if they will be on the channel or not yet, but we got my Honda Civic and my brother's Honda Civic. These are both turboed and wire tucked and all that crap. This is my other hobby that you guys don't know about. But so yeah, come on down to Manti and we're gonna have a car show. We're gonna have stickers and hats for sale out of my Blazer. So if you come down, make sure you come find us. Alright, so thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed us getting a winch on Rusty finally. So
Really nice.
yeah, it'll be way nice. Every time he gets stuck, I don't have to turn around, which happens.
I need help.
But so wheeling videos coming soon. We got a lot planned for that kind of stuff. And so thank you guys for watching. Go make sure you check out my website and get some merch if you want to. And yeah, stay tuned for the next one. Cool.